lost one out at the clinch. We was out there fishing one afternoon, and he hooked a good one, hooked a real good one. He was carp fishing. I wasn't carp fishing. I was bass fishing about 100 yards away from him. He was just a little fella, maybe about 10. And I seen, he said, got one, Dad, right? And he reared back with his pole. And he did. He had a good one. It wasn't a huge one, but it was a good one for his size. And I dropped my pole and I go running over to him. Well, that's okay. I don't do a whole lot of running. There's a lot of there's a lot of movement that looks fast, but I'm really just walking. But I was looking fast. Anyway, I go over to him, and the first thing I did was try to muscle. He had it up to the bank, and there was some crap like weeds and stuff like that, about 6 or 8 feet of it. Well, in my mind, I was like, "Oh, let me get a hold of that line. I'll get this fish in for his kid." Dude, as soon as I touched that line, it said, "Pow!" Gone. That was one of them moments when, as a dad, I wanted my son to punch me. I was like, "Go ahead." I mean, go. I mean, I would like because I was thinking to myself, I shouldn't have touched that line. I shouldn't have touched that line. As soon as I grabbed a hold of it, though, it didn't even give me a chance to think twice. It was like as soon as my hand, but I mean, it was a good fish. It wasn't no record setter or nothing, but when I say it was a good fish, it was probably 20 inches, 25 inches long that I could tell this out in the water like that. But it was a good sized fish for him, especially at that age. And old Dad rent that one for him. Shout out to Dad's running a good catch. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I was a fisherman. I was younger. Hey, I lived in Maryland, elevated Einstein, as you know. I grew up in Maryland, right outside of um, Havre de Grace, Maryland, is where I was born, and then I was raised in Harford County. And we lived on a campground the last several years of my young life before we moved down here. And we lived right off of Deer Creek, and me and my neighbors was able to walk down to the creek and fish whenever we wanted. And just it was really cool, man. It was a really great spot to grow up, and I loved to fish. But once again, I never was that into it. It was something to go do. I was a baseball, you know, sports kind of kid. Like anything to do with being active and running and jumping and that kind of stuff was more of my, you know, that was more of my gig. Any more farewell? Hey, 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 indeed, indeed. My hip lets me know, like, okay, I probably don't want to go today because this is going to suck all day long because I'm going to hurt all day. But I tell people all the time, and I don't know if they believe me or not, but where they put that rod down in my leg, in my hip, they put that titanium rod down in there. And I'm a skinny fella. I'm not a big guy. I'm not heavy insulated. But when it's real cold, I can feel that rod in my leg. I can feel it. And it's a pain. It's not like a pain that sets me down like, oh God, I can't, like I'm gonna die kind of pain. But it's almost like you're getting ready to get a toothache kind of pain. Like that pressure, like it's like like it's like almost like the rod itself is too big for where it's at. If I get real cold, but I don't do that no more. I dress in layers. Even right now, I got set of layers on. Man, I got my sweatpants underneath my jeans, and then my jeans on top of them, and that's the way I roll, man. I just make sure uh, for those big mouths. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now there's nothing like getting up early and going out to bass fish. I do love that feeling of that early morning. And yeah, and it's funny because you always have that feeling like today's the day. I'm gonna hook. I'm gonna hook. You know what I mean? Like when you're getting there and you start getting out and you feel that little bit of a coolness in the air and you're like, yeah, it's gonna be nice today. That's always that feeling inside, like today's the day. And then most of the time for me, long about 3 hours in, that feeling usually dwindled down quite a bit after changing my bait 15 different times and probably running a hook. And I had to go to the ER. First time me and my kid go to take his boat out. Bought him a little boat for Christmas. It's his. It's not mine. Obviously, I have to be around it for him to use it right now. But once he's, able to drive and do his thing, that's his boat. But first time I go take this poor kid out on the boat, I run a hook into my finger. Going to tie a hook on. And I was like, dude, I'm a guitar player. And it was in my finger. It was in there. And I'm like, dude, if I was stuck in the wilderness and had to get it out, okay, I'll man up. I'll do what I got to do. I wasn't stuck in the wilderness. I just needed to go somewhere where they could give me something numb and pull that thing out without ripping my finger all to pieces. So instead of us getting the fish, I got to fire the boat up. We get out there where he wants to go. He throws his line out. I'm sitting there tying my stuff on. I go to give it that last pull, and I said, Saint. And it was a good one, too, guys. I'm telling you, it wasn't like it just went think, and this was like barely in there. When we went to the ER and the doctor pulled it out, it was like tink. You could hear it pop when he finally cut it and pulled. Yeah, it sucked, man. But we didn't get. I never even got to throw a line out. I had a hook in my finger going out the road because my kid couldn't drive yet. But hey, he got the boat on the trailer, cranked it up, locked it down, just with Dad telling him, "Hey, man, pull this, do that." He got it all on there. Rode out to the ER with my fingers sticking out the window with this lure. That it was a lure like that long too. So I looked ridiculous anyway. I kind of do anyway, but I mean that give a lot of bling to the ridiculousness. This big hook, like, hey, I just run a hook in my finger, But what do you say? Shout out to everybody in the house. We got 8 people going in the house. We are here, Sean Dig in the house. What's up, my brother?
Oh, so trials and tribulations, my friend. That snow.
What's up?
Yeah, yeah, no problem, man. Up and running here now, but I had to do some shifty work to make
Yeah, you got
to
that.
to make me have a power jump.
And that's something.
Oh man, well, because when the Wi-Fi goes out, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you ain't got nothing.
you got nothing, and then
Well, that's the way it is here too. Once
yeah,
it's gone, you're gone.
you're hooped. So
You're
I was
gone.
trying to figure out how can I do this? How can I get this over? Because I was down to like 10%, and then I remembered I had a battery pack, like one of them little square battery packs you can buy from like the store or whatever. So I was just like ready to rig this thing up, and finally we get her back up. So I was like, oh man, dude. But the snow, dude, like we out here now, it's like up above the windowsill, and that's about 5 feet off the ground, like
Wow,
here. It
that's
just looks like
crazy.
sand. Like you can't
Wow,
move, you can't go nowhere. So
wow,
yeah,
wow,
yeah.
wow.
We're
Hey,
wait to see. Yeah.
hey, man. Well, I'm just happy that you was able to get things lined out. Good
Oh, me
morning to
too.
you, my friend. We got 9 people in the house. Shout out to 9 people in the house. Jared Talks was
Yes.
the first one in the house this morning. Shout out to Jared
Hey,
Talks.
sure.
I encourage everybody to go support Brother Jared. He's just an outstanding individual and full of
Yes, it
positive, good
is.
vibes. We got Brother William in the house. He says, biggest bass I ever landed was 7.5 pounds. My biggest fish was 20. Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. I still, my I don't even have what I have I have a personal best, but nothing that's worthy of speaking of. A lot of people might would giggle just a little bit. We got Garden Aquatics. Hey, how you doing, Garden Aquatics Remix? Thank you for being here. If this
Nice.
is your first time, this is Creating Change with Guy and Shine, 10 a.m. to
Appreciate you.
1 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. We appreciate you being here. It's always good vibes, positive vibes out to everybody. Everybody just trying to get their morning going, trying to get their week going. Happy Monday to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the house. We got 9 people going. Sean, we're busy this morning. I see you got,
Mm, I
what do you
got
got
a little.
loaded up down here, my
Well,
friend?
the first one there is a little bit of footage of the snow, as I know we played it last night, but I figured show what's going on up here.
So I've been hearing.
This is a lot of folks say that they like to see the snow. I've gotten quite a few
Okay.
comments like that, so I figured I'll show them the
A lot
snow.
of
Okay.
people
Well,
say
let's
that
let's
they
take a
really
little.
enjoy the snow.
Yeah,
So
there we go.
I figured, why not, old shiny? Why not show the snow?
Now this was
Yeah.
no, this was last night after getting cleared out. Today, it's right back up to where it was.
Now, this is like
Ah,
the third time today that we've cleared it out. You can
Look
see
at it
that
coming down.
lovely drizzle
Wow.
coming down and the
Yeah.
plow going. Now here,
I think we're.
here's the kicker. Check
Dave.
it
is that
out.
all you got?
That's it. That's it. Just a little dust.
That little old tiny dusting?
Look at that house in the back. It's half the size of that house. One
That's
bank.
funny.
You will always remain incredible.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Beautiful.
The power of
Will
it
you
is
look
just
at it out
unreal.
there?
How much work it takes to get that stuff
Well, you're
cleared
looking at
out.
down here.
Oh, it's
a lot of
when you're
stuff.
not used to dealing with it in areas that get hit sometimes, not all the time. For the
Yeah.
areas that just get hit once in a while, they really don't know what to do with it. And
No.
it's a job, man. It's a
Well,
mess.
and up here, like years ago, we were used to getting that every kind of winter. I'd say up until like, to the early 2000s, and then the winters kind of changed. So they, changed the snow budgets as they do, and they did the cutbacks. So now when it hammers down, like they'll do the main thoroughways, but you got to still get to that main thoroughway, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if you can't, good luck. Like even well, a lot of people I find around here have SUVs, and they don't they kind of, some of them think that they're indestructible in them. You know what I mean? They're not driving like they should be, and the whipping the corners, and a lot of people don't realize it's like you said, driving in sand. So it'll pull you, it'll suck
Yeah.
you right into the ditch, right?
Yes, it will.
And you ain't getting out. So not
Yes,
for a
it
while.
will.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good
We
morning,
got
Casey.
KC Inspirational in the house. We appreciate you stopping in, ma'am.
Yes, we do.
She 10 people in the house. We appreciate every one of you. She does really great motivational, inspirational, just great ways to start your day. Encourage everybody to go and support KC Inspirationals. Thank you for being here, ma'am. Garden Aquatics. Thank you very much for being here. I believe this might be your first time with Guy and Shine at Creating Change. We appreciate you being here. Good vibes to you, our friend. Thank you very much. Let's see. That SC Fishy Thing says that fish was literally trying to drag me in. Every fish I've ever hooked almost pulled me in. And some of them, I'm just saying, some of them are strong. I mean, even the little, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, there's Desi in the house. Hey, this morning he popped in. I swear, and in my head, it was like, man, there it is. Every time I think of Brother Desi though, and our laugh about the aluminum foil hat. Shout out to you, Desi. You're the man, brother. Thank you for being here with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, you should have said. Wait, I bet that was talking about Fishy's big old 200-pound sturgeon, man. Hey, I'd love to hook something like that. I would love to.
Must have been quite a tangle. Tangle.
Oh man.
Yeah, like you said, even depending on, I guess, your knowledge. Like I was never really a skilled fisherman by any means, but I did have some buddies that fly fished and were real good at it. One fella did tours up north in the Yukon and stuff like that. But man, I could never get the hang of fly fishing. I just like the rod, and even on that, like learning how to let it out and bring it back and stuff. Man, and it doesn't have to be a big fish, like you said. Like some of them, like we get pike up here, right, and they can get kind of big, but they got that little thing that comes out from under them. I remember the first time I grabbed one, and that picking into your hand, it's like, you better let it, and it'll get you. It's like a hook gets right inside you, right?
You ain't kidding,
Weird.
man.
Yeah.
You ain't kidding. All right, I'm on. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah. Should I get back to my comments? So there's my comments section, man. And I'm still playing the game of looking at this little thing, and I got this huge screen now that I can look at, and I still wind up. It's like,
Okay.
man, because I can see right here. I got my monitor. I can see you. You're real big. It's like, hey, Shine. I can see the comments, letters like that big on it. Like they're like that big.
Are they?
And I'm here looking at they're nice. Oh, yeah,
Cool.
I can sit on the other side of the room and look at it, but I'm right here looking at this computer.
Looking
It's
in
like,
there. Yeah.
come on, man.
Well, you got a good setup because the way you're looking, it looks like you're looking straight ahead. So
Yeah.
cool.
Well, I've got
Except
it
for me.
lined up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I need to get my camera, up here instead of down here with the computer,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's fine. It's like, hey, I'm growing, I'm learning.
Well, that's it. That's it.
Just to see the picture of this computer pop up on a different screen and not be like, how do you do that?
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like, hey,
you know,
I'm winning. I'm winning.
that is a win. That is a
I'm
W.
winning.
That's a W
I'm
for
winning,
sure.
man. No, fly fishing ain't easy, William. Fly fishing ain't easy. My kid got into fly fishing and tying flies and all that. He's into other types of fishing more
Yeah.
than fly fishing, but it's a totally different style of fishing than what we're thinking of as far as cast in, reel in, bass, and all that. Fly fishing is, in my personal opinion, it's difficult. It's not like you can't do it, but it's like, golly, man, there's an awful lot to it. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
to each his own. Hey, there's Noble, brother
There
Noble.
you go.
What's
How you
up,
doing,
man?
buddy?
Good to see you, man. Good morning to you. Good vibes, man. I see you got something loaded up down here, man.
Yeah, I
Let's
got.
see who's gonna stick.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
I see you. Is that the one you want to go with next,
Yeah,
man?
sure. Why not?
All right,
Yeah,
let's go
sounds
with
good.
how long we got? I'm gonna go get another refill of coffee while we
Got
play
about
this one out.
424, I think, roughly
All
424.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then,
Yep.
guys, this is Guy and Shine. Good morning to everybody. Good vibes to everybody. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Seems like the last few months have been wearing me out, and I can't find a way to get my feet back under me. So I just turn away and wait for you to say something, anything at all, something comforting or destruction, make it all fall. And it ain't coming top down this time. So what do you say? What do you find here when you're out all alone and nobody's calling on the phone? You just want to find a way to make it back home, don't you forget why you started all of this. Seems like we're getting authenticity mistake with quality control mixed with the fakes that say they're gonna be there when this burns down. They probably won't. They probably won't. Figure it out. Doesn't matter how they roped you in. Just matters how you're gonna defend yourself when they come at you. Swinging high stakes and there ain't no rats in your kitchen, 'cause you've sent them all out for stitching. They're all out for stitching, 'cause that means a damn thing. While you figure it out, while we figure it out, yeah. I don't know where it is you're headed on this road, but I can tell you from a person that's been down it 2 or 3 times. This ain't a place that you wanna stay, that you wanna go, no. These ain't friends, these are people that are even decent. These are people that have been using you and locking you in the basement. But that's alright, that's okay, never mind it anyway. Who am I? Who are you? I'm shy, that is true. From the background where I've always been, waiting to fall into. Whatever it is, whatever you want. Whatever it is, whatever you want. Take as much as you can handle, and a little more, yeah. I don't care what they say after they bury me, yeah. I was planning on not making it far anyway, yeah. You can light me up and What you wanna say, we ain't friends? No, I ain't sticking around. I won't be helping you make it around the next set of ends. Remember that we was never friends, yeah. Those are the words that you said that I needed help, and you know it damn near killed me too last. And you looked me in the eyes, said, what do you want? What do you want, yeah? What do you want, yeah? Anything left to be, anything left to be said. Maybe in early hours before the dawn, something that breaks through that darkness. Say it's darkest before everything and everyone you know. Love's moved on, isn't your fault, maybe. What's apart, can't just blame. See, you need to own every part of it that you know, and don't let them hold you down. Drown you while you're still up ground, yeah. While you're still above ground, yeah. For all those lower down, I'm seeing you soon, I'm seeing you soon. Doesn't mean goodbye forever, just means goodbye for now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good job, man. Good job. Good job, Brother Sean.
Excellent. Yeah, man.
Let's see if I gotta make sure. Yeah, I got that in the background. Pull that out. All right, I got it, man. I got it. I'm back.
Perfect. That was seamless.
Seamless, almost. Anyway, seamless in our world.
That's it. Yeah,
that was seamless.
You know,
no mic squeals. No,
No.
real issues with where I'm at on this computer screen.
Yeah.
But here I am looking at the daggone computer screen. I got a monitor the size of my wall, and I'm looking at this. It's a habit, man. I'm gonna break myself of it.
It's nice. It's nice to have that, though. You know what I mean? Like to be able to have that in the back and see, or in the front, whatever your setup is. You know,
it's right
there.
there.
At the phone, yeah.
Like your face is like directly centered up with where I'm at, but my computer's down here, and I just have to get used to the fact that I don't have to do that. It's just a habit for the past 15 days. That's what I've been doing, is like that, looking at this stupid thing. And now I'm like, hey, I can see everything, man. Wow.
Well, just having a setup, like I noticed, like even when you're kind of sitting, you know what I mean? Like if you're sitting like this and you're leaning in, like I have a habit of like leaning in or I'll lean back. Yeah. And like after it's like, wow, just start doing some neck exercises before this. Yeah. But I just
gotta go to therapy after you get the live stream. Go to physical therapy. Like, oh man.
Yeah,
hey,
but
I
started to buy into the idea that maybe there is something to having a good chair and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because if you
definitely
these old bones don't work the way they used to. So,
You ain't kidding, man. Shout out to 6 people in the house. Appreciate you guys being here, Desi. You know, every time I think of you, I think about our full hats. So, shout out to my brother Desi, and this is how you can too. Have your own full hat. See you on the other side. Yeah. Shine.
All right. So my wife's not here. Well, she's not. My wife's not here right now. So I don't know why I'm still whispering, but hey, I'm gonna teach everybody right real quick how you too can have a full hat. Watch it. What you do? If you're married, you wanna make sure your wife's gone. But then after that, get your own roll of, I recommend the off-brand of everything. But then you just want to roll you out some, and what you're going to want to do, this is where I made my mistake. I tried to save money by not using too much. Use what you need. Pull it out there, okay? Now, what you want to do so that it's self-fitting is you want to take it, and now this is the difficult part. There you go. You want to roll it around, right, then tuck it. You want to tuck it. You'll feel when it's right. And then just keep coming. Keep coming. You'll feel it. You don't have to be skilled at hat making for this. Now, you've got this part. Now, this is where it gets... Yeah. I ain't worked this part out a whole lot yet, obviously. Give me just a second here. But you gotta be intricate, and you gotta take your time when you're doing this. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now you just mark it, and what I would recommend doing. I don't have no other recommendations. Just do what you gotta do there. But anyway, once you get done with that, then you can refit it. Because you know that it's put. Oh, that's going to be a good one, guys. All right, then you want to stick it right back down on your head. This is important. Now, depending on, I like the little hook. So I like to go like, and then you work like straight on up, right? Like that. Right? Now, what I might do is leave me a little bit of. And then there you go, guys. You too can have a full hat in less than 3 minutes. So guys, look, this is Creating Change. My name's Guy Bandy. If you don't mind, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you feel like you want to share something ridiculous, go ahead and hit the share button. But until next time, y'all take care.
That's cool, man. I mean, you know, made in America, as we
A lot
say.
of people wouldn't give that away.
Oh, no, they wouldn't.
I'm just saying.
It's a give a little to get a little. You know what I mean? This foil market is going up, up, up.
People don't even realize that there is a free full hat in every roll that you get.
Handmade. Handmade. I mean,
handmade. It's handmade. And I'm glad that Desi is a man of detail. Yes. I like that little hook because, you know, I mean, if you just go straight up with it, like, it's like,
no.
If you give it that hook.
Yeah. You get a nice
something
curve, sweet
style.
Yeah, at the very least, and the technology behind it, which we can't share right now because we're patenting it. Yeah, it's amazing what those bends will do for you. Oh,
some things we can't share.
That's it. That's it.
There's just some things that just, you know, you've got to have some things in the bank, and you know.
Yeah.
I think it's enough just to give the instructions away. So to give the secret to the sauce and all of it's like
you can lead a horse.
There's some
to
spice
water.
involved.
Yeah, you can lead a horse to water.
But you can't make them drink.
That's it.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You know, you've got to be a man of wisdom sometimes, and I know when to hold back.
Yeah.
I know when to hold back, and I held back.
Yeah. That's one of the best things I found is like, you know, you kind of like I know for the way our pages are set up and stuff like that is that you do so much stuff that sometimes, like, I know for me, like, I'm like, I don't even remember doing these things, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then you go back and you're like, oh my, how much of this stuff is here? And then like unloading it and shifting it, but it always gives you.
Man, it's a walk down memory lane for sure.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't believe that I looked that ignorant only 4 months ago. Like, the amount of ignorant that was pouring out of me was just ridiculous at that particular moment. No, you know, it is fun to go back and look at your work from when you first started doing it, and then you look back now and you're like, dang, dude, I really did suck at this when I started. Like, I mean, I'm still not that good at it, but it's like,
finding your feet's difficult. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of like, I had this idea of like what I wanted to do, and I started doing it. My buddy's like, don't do that. I'm like, duh. He's like, you know what I mean? He's like, try doing this and this and this. Like, he was good in that sense. It wasn't just to like tear you down, but he's like, you know, you got to kind of do it like this, do it like that. So like there's a lot of tricks that I learned that you can do with these cameras and the different tech, and then start messing with graphics. But I'm getting flagged here right now that I gotta move my car for the 6th time this morning. So I got some two loaded up there for you. One Martyrs and Saints. That's one of the ones from back in the beginning. It's got some cool graphics on it. A little bit of a backstory on it is I wrote it at a time when you're kind of debating on like where do you fall into place with things, questioning like why is everything going a certain way. So questioning everything to your core. So let her rip, and I'm gonna move that, and I'll be right back here with you.
We'll see you in just a few minutes, man. All right, guys. Shout out to everybody in the house. We got 7 people with us. Desi, nothing but love to you, my brother. I hope you're having an outstanding day. Brother William, thank you for being here. Let's see. Noble, appreciate you coming by, man. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, hit that like button. KC Inspirational, good morning. Fishy Things, thank you, man. Got Garden Aquatics, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Me and Sean, we appreciate it. Jared Talks, first one in the building this morning. Bells and Stars, thank you all for coming by. Appreciate you guys. Elevated Einstein, appreciate you, brother, always. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. Appreciate it. Jimena, appreciate you stopping in. Thank you. Thank you very much. Surviving Together. Mrs. Mack, appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you to everybody, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. This is Guy and Shine. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Nothing but good vibes. Good way to start your day. I hope everybody's having an outstanding Monday. We're going to bring up Martyrs and Saints by Sean Dick. See y'all in a few.
Baby said she was leaving me. I asked her why. She says you can't see. Beg your old pretty please, won't you stay a little while so we can breathe? I'm no model or no saint, 'cause I'm a modern man at best. Misery loves company, yeah, brings you down to your knees. I'm begging you, sweet, pretty please, as I fall forever, fall from grace. Well, this ain't a complaint, it's a revelation. You gotta wake up to these situations.
Keep on shining, baby. We out.
All right. Good job, Brother Sean, man. Shout out to Sean Dig. If y'all haven't supported him, please go support my brother at Sean Dig. Got awesome music, got great videos. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to 7 people in the house. Magic of Healing. Heminia, nice to see you again. She says, had a meeting back. Great to have you. Always great to have you. Hey, every time I see this name in my comments, I gotta say something. What the quack? I love it. I love it. How you doing? Good to see you. You always bring a smile on my face when I see your. All I gotta do is just see the what the quack. You don't even. That says it all for me. That says it everything. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I love that. I do. I love that. Yeah, that is so cool. So cool. But good morning to you. Good vibes. Good vibes. Yeah. Hey, Magic of Healing Amina, I'm with you. And it just it can fit so many opportunities too. There's so many opportunities to use that. So many opportunities. You know what I mean? But it's just great, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, man. It's so fun. Cause some of the names I have to sit like before I say them out loud, I got to sit here and make sure I'm pronouncing them right or make sure that I'm saying it right. And then yours, it's like, it just rolls off my tongue. So what the quack? what the quack? That's best name yet. If I'd have thought of it, then we'd have had to battle over that one because I'd have landed that one right off. I just wasn't that creative with mine. But thank you so much for being here. Just having fun with you. I appreciate everybody in the house. Shout out to 11 people in the house. I appreciate everybody. Just having a great time this morning. Good vibes to everybody. I'm going to play you guys a little song that I done called Just So Many Miles Between Us. The guitar that I'm playing on this song was a blessing gift from my family for nothing. Wasn't my birthday. It wasn't nothing. So it was just a blessing gift. And I figured it went well with this song that I wrote about them. So I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Thank you. This is Guy and Shine. Appreciate you all being here. Good vibes, everybody.
Just so many miles between us. There can be so many more. Been so long since I've seen you. Some I've never seen before. Well, I make a promise to myself. God knows I'll keep. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. It's worth every rest I'm and Daddy, I need to be, so my son can be around the ones that mean so much to me. Well, I want him to know you and love you all just like me. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. As the miles go by, my mind begins to go to the memories I've made from so many years ago. And I make a promise to myself, God knows I'll keep. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. It's worth every rest I'm and Daddy, I need to be, so my son can be around the ones that mean so much to me. Well, I want him to know you and love you all just like me. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between.
All right. Shout out to everybody in the house. Appreciate y'all being here, creating change. Good vibes only with Guy and Shine. Brother Shine had to go move his. I see Brother Shine back in the house now. Thank you to everybody here. Jimena, appreciate you. Hello, Kitty. Thank you very much for being here, my friend. I encourage everybody go support this Hello Kitty. They have a great time over there. Just a wonderful, wonderful family, wonderful crew of people, and I just appreciate you guys, and I appreciate all your wonderful support and just your kindness. Appreciate that. Shout out to What the Quack. Maybe. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me bring my brother Shine up. Here we go. There's Shine back in the house, man. I got Hello Kitty, Simple Music. Howdy, Miss Kitty. What the
Good
quack?
morning. Yeah, what the quack?
What the quack?
That's like time for feeding the ducks, man. Maybe that's where that came from. Maybe
you know
that's
what?
where it came from.
You know what? You know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Feed them
Oh
ducks.
yeah, it's time to feed them ducks.
Feed them ducks.
10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time.
Goodbye.
We feeding ducks. Feeding ducks. Good vibes. Baby throwing bread. 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Every time.
You
every
almost
time.
make me want to puke in my mouth every time, and it's like somehow I
It
get
reminds
used
me
to
of like those like
It's
late night buggy shows. You remember that used to come on the radio? I'm still all fogged up there from going
Yeah.
outside. You see that? Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
crazy.
you are. Yeah, you're.
Temperature change.
Yeah. That's a survival tactic. If you get thirsty, just lick your glasses, man.
you know it. You know it.
That's how I did it for 3 days in the desert one time, long time ago.
You was much younger then.
Much younger.
It was 6 months ago.
Lot more resilient. Lot more resilient then. Lot more
Absolutely.
resilient.
Absolutely. That's how he's got that beautiful tan.
That's what it's from.
That's it.
That's
It's
what it's
permatan.
from. It's permatan. It is permatan. It was
Absolutely.
that desert. It was that desert. Yeah, it was that desert. Hello, Kitty. Hey, thank you so much for being here and lighting up our comments. Desi, brother Desi, appreciate
Yes,
you, brother
appreciate you
William.
guys.
What the quack? Every time every time I gotta spend just a minute on that one. What the quack is going on here?
That's the best. It's the best name
I just
because you can
love
use
that.
it in anything.
Magic
You can
and
use
heal.
it in anything.
He can. There's so many different.
Variations.
There's so many different reference points that can be used for Magic of Healing. Thank you very much, man, for being here.
Yes,
Appreciate
thank
you
you.
very much. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, she says, haha, best handle ever. I know. I'd have loved to have thought of What the Quack. If I'd have thought of What the Quack would have been, I would have been What the Quack.
Yeah,
Y'all have been coming up going, what the quack is going on here, man? Like,
Then you just have to go full foil,
Oh,
full steam ahead.
hey, Katie, bar the door,
I think
man.
he quacked his Wayne.
He's quack. What the quack is wrong with him?
I don't know. Could be quacking anything.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, moving on.
Next subject. Next topic.
Get stuck. Yeah.
Oh man, but
Yeah.
in all reality, how are you guys making out down there? Are you still dealing with the same stuff, or are they getting it cleaned
Well,
up?
They we got the flood stuff that came through, and
Yeah.
then now we're getting. They got a name for it. I call it cold. It's some kind of vortex or something. Vortex,
Oh, yeah.
turbocharged, super duper. It's cold.
Just the worst thing that you never want to
Cold.
deal with.
Yeah, it's just cold. It's like
Yeah.
okay, they got a name for it. I call it
Cold, cold, bone cold.
I don't mean to be so explicit about
No.
that. It's
No.
just
No.
just
It's cold.
why
See?
isn't that when one of them
OLD.
4-letter words? Why isn't cold like one of them that people shudder at? They
Like-
shudder at other 4-letter words. Why isn't cold one of them? Why don't they go, ooh, you shouldn't say that?
Maybe they just haven't got cold enough.
They haven't been cold enough to understand that cold's a 4-letter word that should
Yes,
be,
it is.
you
Yes,
know,
it is.
properly wielded.
Oh my! I was listening to what you were saying earlier with the
There's
layering
everybody
of
in
the
the house.
clothes. Yeah, and you got to, you know what I mean? Because it's like
Hey.
once that gets into you, it's
Hey.
like, oh, good luck getting it out. It takes a minute.
Dude,
Takes a
I'm gonna
minute.
tell you. There's a there's recreation that's around here that I could be a part of if I
Yeah.
wanted to be. But because
Yeah.
of the cold, it's like I'm going out there and suffering to do
Mm,
that. I'm just
no.
not because it truly is at one of them points. Once it gets so cold that no matter how much I move, no matter how much I try to stay going,
Yeah.
that's just a weird part for me, and I can't wear enough layers. Sometimes I can have cover. I'll
No.
have sweatpants, jeans, coveralls,
Yeah.
t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirt over top of those, and then it's like,
Well,
dude,
and
at
then you
some
get that
point,
humid cold, and then it'll shift to that dry cut right through you cold. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. Winter sports I used to enjoy when I was younger, but same philosophy now. It's like I take one bad bump on a tube going down a hill, man. That's a
dude,
dislocated
that's
shoulder
it.
that I don't want to deal with.
That's
So,
it.
yeah.
Guys, y'all are going to be so proud. Hey, I appreciate everybody in the house. We got
Yes.
Shadow Scout Sweet Horse. It is good to see you again as well. Beginning to get back on track when it comes to YouTube, which is really nice. Well, we appreciate you being here, Shadow Scout
Absolutely.
Sweet. Welcome to Guy and Shine. This is Creating Change. We're just good vibes, always
Yeah.
good vibes. Guy and Shine from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'm getting look. I got my phone, I got a computer, I got a monitor. You walk into
this
my
is
little
slick.
room right here. The perception would be that I am a bit of a guru.
Working
just
for
saying.
NASA as a subcontractor on the side.
I'm just saying that I'm like, hey, I'm getting ready to get all. Hey,
Yep.
I,
Yep.
uh,
Look at this now. Look at this
Uh,
now. Let's see who's rang up. Oh, the president, the King of England. Let's see who's next.
let me
I'll get back to him.
let me see what's happening in Guy and Shine
That's
world. Now
crazy.
I can moderate and stuff now, man.
Oh, okay,
You know what I
cool.
mean? Like I can take care of people and
Cool.
I can do up people and stuff like that. Where before I didn't really know exactly how to do it and I still really don't know
I
how
don't
to
know.
easily do it through the computer. I could probably fumble around and
Well,
figure it out, maybe.
I was wondering, like, because you see people that are in blue, like, because you made them blue through the phone, but I don't know if there is like, I haven't figured it out if there's a way where you can do it through StreamYard or
No,
I don't think
no,
you
you
can.
gotta
Right?
go to the YouTube thing. At
Yeah,
least as far as I know, you gotta go to
that
the
makes
stupid
sense.
app.
Yeah,
Then go through that, and that's where I get where
kind
it's
of.
like, dude, I'm liable to hit something wrong. Man. Like, at this
That's right.
point, like,
I just keep it all in this one box.
leave well enough alone, guy. Like, okay, leave well enough alone. Don't start hitting a bunch of stuff, man.
Absolutely.
You're welcome. We appreciate you. Anybody from Hello Kitty that comes
Oh, yeah.
in and is friends with them, is friends with us, and we want you to be able to go see everybody. The only
Network.
thing we
Yeah.
ask is that we don't like to hear of people subbing and subbing and sub. If you're going to sub somebody, then just watch their stuff and be a proper support. Otherwise, just flip on through. That's how I carry it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I come and watch somebody's stuff, I watch it and I make sure that I do the right thing by them, and that's only right because I don't care who you are, especially for those smaller channels like myself. Hey, when I go to my page and I see I'm at 30 subs, and then I come back and I see I'm at 17, it's heartbreaking. I don't care what anybody says. It's heartbreaking
yeah.
or whatever.
Well,
And
it'll
I don't-
catch you. It'll mess with you. You know
it
what I mean?
will.
It'll
It
mess
will.
with you.
And
Yeah.
I just don't like to think it. I know that sometimes you got. I get that happens, but at the same time, we can keep it from happening to each other by just
Yeah.
doing right by one another, contacting each other properly, and supporting
And
properly.
speaking of that, smash that like button for you boys.
Smash that like
Double
button
tap
for
that
you,
screen.
double tap that screen.
Share
Get them,
this
Sean.
out.
Get
Should
them,
you show
Sean.
care to?
Yeah,
Subscribe.
get 'em, Sean.
Tell your friends. This is
That's
the place
right.
you want to be.
Can't stop, won't stop.
It won't
Can't stop, won't stop.
Ain't ever
Hey.
gonna stop.
That ain't never gonna stop. Hey, MCK Paranormal Files, thank you, Brother Morgan, for being here, man.
Yes.
Shout out to you. Good dude. Always been kind to me. I encourage everybody here that hasn't been, go support. I appreciate his channel just because he's a good dude. And Shadow Scout Swede, I appreciate you being here. And
Yeah,
now that I've seen
absolutely.
you here, I'll be by to see you. I will come. I will be there. It takes me time because I'm getting where it's like I need to organize just a little better so that I can properly
Yeah.
support. But I'm getting there.
Yeah, we are.
It's a big deal for me just to have this going and my computer going right now. I ain't gonna lie. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Well, you know, and you got to factor, you know what I mean? Like, you got to, we really, at this point, we got to do, like, which is something we talk about in the back a lot. Like, okay, this is what we're doing here and here, and as much as you can, because, you know, as much as we get this figured out, you figure out this thing, then you're like, oh, now we can do this, right? Oh, now we can do this. So it's like, you know, let's balance around, get around, and support everybody. And
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. You know,
Well,
because it's free. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
subscribe for free. You know what I mean? You just,
Yeah,
I don't know.
and you know, I found on this little journey as a small content creator, Sean, especially as a not just a consumer, a small
Yeah.
content creator,
Yeah.
I have to allow myself to appreciate people's sincerity,
Yes.
effort,
Yes.
and just know, okay, well, even if this isn't something that I would necessarily just okay, I can't wait to go. No, I appreciate that person, and I appreciate that effort, and I appreciate their rhetorical support for me.
Yeah.
So that is a motivating factor in why I watch some. Now, some of it I really love. Some of it, it's like, I can't wait to go see what this one's done or that one's done. And then some, it's like, hey, these people are just awesome to me. They're great to me, and I'm going to go support them because I appreciate them in return, and that's the way it's supposed to be, I think.
I believe so. I agree.
Hey, there's
Yeah.
there's Smiley.
Hey, good morning.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks, Sean. Hello Kitty says thanks, Sean.
Yeah,
See
you're
you
welcome.
there.
Thank you.
Creating change, Shadow Scout Sweet. You are certainly welcome to Creating Change with Guy and Shine. We appreciate you being here. It'll always be good vibes. So just know, if you're, it would honor us for you to like it. We would be so honored if you would share it, and just know, anytime you share our material, it will always be good vibes, and there won't be nothing else involved. That'll be the way it goes, or we'll just not be on here at all. So we thank you. We thank you for all your support, and we just appreciate you smashing that like button for
Double
you
tap
fellas.
that screen for you
Double
boys.
tap that screen for your boys. And if you don't mind, if you're proud of what we're doing, and you don't mind what we're doing, then we would appreciate a share as well, because that helps us grow and that helps us reach other people. So we
Yeah,
appreciate
and that's
any
a
of
that's
that.
a really great thing to know. Like, I've noticed on, like, we've talked about this before, but that sharing part, like, even for you guys, like with your channels and stuff, I didn't really pay attention to how much, when you share somebody's thing out, like, you're gonna get more people. You're gonna get
Well,
more
and-
people every time, and views. You know what I mean?
And I also think about it like this, man. You might be the one share that they're away from getting that acceleration. And I would love to think that I went to somebody's page that I support, and I shared their stuff, and then all of a sudden another share happened, and another share happened.
Well, that's what.
It's like that.
I've seen it happen. I've seen
too.
people that have been, like, down, like they were down about their subs and stuff, and it's like, I generally enjoyed their content. You go watch it, find a video, and it's like, okay, this I think would mesh pretty good with the crowd that's rolling right now, and then it goes from there.
Yeah.
And I've seen them go up and then up and up, and so that's sharing. There's something to it. Absolutely, sharing
There
is
is
caring,
sharing.
as we say here in the
Sharing
Guy and
is
Shy
caring.
Show.
Sharing is
Sean.
caring. I always just like to put it out there that, I want people to know that when you share God Shine stuff, it's always going to be with good vibes, and we're never gonna have any twist. The twist is we are good vibes, and that's
the
it.
twist.
That's
the
the
hook,
twist.
the line,
That's the
and
hook.
the sinker. Yeah.
There's no score settling. There's none of this kind of
No.
stuff on Guy and
No.
Shine. It's about good vibes, sending everybody out with a good message for the day, and trying to catch people with some funny stuff and videos. And you never know.
You do
You
never
never
know.
know.
You do never know.
Because there's always feed them ducks.
Oh, it's time. My range is off. You'll have to forgive me this
Feed
week.
them ducks.
Just feed them ducks. Low is
Feed
good.
them ducks.
I'm gonna feed them ducks. 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time on the Guy and Shine Show.
Feed them ducks.
On
That's just funny.
CCKCW. What
Oh
a
my
week.
gosh. And you know what's funny is CCKJW is probably just like blowing up right now. like
No, we're safe with that one. That's an abandoned
have-
radio station.
oh
from
no,
my
they'll
old
be
hometown.
unabandoned. They'll be unabandoned.
Everybody gets their jobs back 20
We'll be like-
years later. Like,
we'll
we're
be
back
like,
in
where
business. Did you
Where
hear?
did of our guests go, and we'll be like, they're over at KBDBDDW, man. And Sean's been shouting them out for the past 2 weeks straight. Everybody's tuned in.
It's a fun little hole to go down. Somebody wants to try to find it, see what you can find out.
Yeah. Next thing you know, they'll be on here. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be on here. Hey, that's funny, though. That brings up a topic. I swear, dude, every time that I talk about something with my wife, or I talk about something with you, or I talk about something with my son, sure enough, my ads start popping up, and it'll have things about things that I've never looked up, never looked up, and it'll be like, dude, they had, man, that thing was picking up on what it's
Some
like,
of that spooky stuff.
man. Like, come on, man. Like I feel that because I know what I look up. Like my phone, the only thing that's on it is YouTube, and I did download Instagram on here, but I very rarely. I've only been on it a few times, and I contact Tommy and stuff like that, and I keep up stuff like that. But I don't use it as far as anything else goes. And I don't have Facebook. I don't have anything like that. So I know what I look up. I know I've never looked up some of these things ever. And it'll be like, I was talking about that with Courtney. And now it's like you can't tell me.
It's weird, man. I remember one time I was thinking about it, okay? Because, like, my wife's always wanted to go to Hawaii, right? So I was, okay, maybe we were gonna go somewhere. We were trying to, but hadn't spoke this out aloud. Just thought it, right? Like I was like, Hawaii. You know what I mean? It'd be nice to take her to Hawaii. And I picked the phone up, and like as soon as it came up, there was an ad for an airplane company for a deal to fly to Hawaii. And I'm like, you just drop the phone right away, because I had seen some other people talking about this earlier, and I'm like, that is just too crazy. It's too crazy. Like, how can that be? Well,
Jimenez says, I work on IT. I can guarantee they are listening. Yes, ma'am. I guarantee they are too, Jimenez.
Oh, yeah.
And I say that, and I don't know nothing about IT. I'm just going by strictly like my phone. Like dang, that thing, like that's the only way that it could know. Like it's the only reason why some stuff would pop up is because I was talking about it, because I've never looked it up. I've never physically.
How else could it? And like I see she put in there, she goes, or Magic of Healing. Yeah. She says any smart device listens. I seen something that blew my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's also, I don't know if it's all the phones, but actually I won't say any brands or anything. But on a cell phone, I'll go at it like this. There's a flashing infrared light that like is blinking like at a rapid rate, and I thought that was insane, because infrared light can penetrate into cells into your skin, right? Like you can actually mess with stuff like that. So I was like, why would you have that like flickering? Because to the naked eye you can't see it, right? You have to put it in the dark, and this guy did this whole thing on it, and I was like, that's pretty wild, man. It
is pretty wild. And it does. Man, it leads you to want, like, man, daggone, how far?
As I just said that, this thing pops up on my screen and goes, AI creates, and I'm like, ugh. And then it like shimmied away. I'm like, what?
Like, hey,
they're listening. I mean? They're on to us, guys.
It's like, I'm doing the world
Code red.
I'm doing the world a favor by not doing AI, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, man.
Because the last thing you would want is something AI to start acting anything like me.
There's only enough room in this world for one.
It's just like, you don't want that. You just don't want that in your life. It just wouldn't be good for the world.
I don't know. I like to, I know there's quicker ways of doing stuff with AI. I do know that. But for me, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of workarounds that I know fellas use. Like, I know guys who write and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, check out this new thing you can do with this AI app. And I'm like, well, what can you do? And he's like, well, basically just tell it what you want your book to be about, and it'll pump you out a 1,500-page book. Yeah. I'm like, how can you feel okay about this? I'm like, but this guy's got it figured out to, like, the point where it actually does seem like something he would write. But I mean, I don't want to mess with that music wise or writing or anything. I'd rather do it myself. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. I don't know. That's just me. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with using AI. I just prefer to not use it myself.
Well,
So,
I mean that's the difference between people having certain skills and people having other certain
yep.
skills.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with AI. I'm one of these kind of people that, as a carpenter or as someone that like to build, the better the
Yep.
tool or the more of the tools you can have, the better your job, the easier it is for you. Well, it's the same with this world. If you want to use it and you're open and honest about, hey, I utilize this to help me create these things, and
Yep.
I do this, and it's like, okay, I can get down with that because it's like, okay, cool, because I can't, I don't
I
use those
find
things,
that's
but
that.
I
Yeah.
like to write, I
Yeah.
like to share like that, I like to make music. So, there's a difference in the skill, but still, yet there's a skill
Oh, no doubt. Yeah,
to
for sure
doing it.
there is. For sure. Some of the stuff it was wild. Like because I just like when you're perusing around like looking for different stuff, and sometimes this random thing will come up, and I was watching and it was so well done. Like it would be like somebody taking me and you and being like making us say whatever, and I watched this for like 15 minutes before I'm like, this can't be right, like, you know what I mean, because it was so far out there, and it had to do with politics, and I'm like, but then I got thinking, I'm like, man, if you use that the wrong way, like, cause
Oh,
it
it
got
could be
me right
dangerous.
away. I'm like, what, this is happening, and I'm watching very intently, and then I'm like, oh, you come on now, like, don't be. You never know, like, what kind of reaction that could spur. That's the only thing I've seen where I'm like, oh man, I don't, because like they're supposed to put if it's altered content, but I don't even know how you know that unless you click the more description. But this in
Yeah.
particular account didn't have like this is a mock-up of whatever. It was like making it look like it was real is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
think I think most people, for me, I know I'm either going to like what's being done or I'm not, whether it's AI generated or person generated. And now there's lots of times that I'll turn on something and it'll just scream at me, fake, 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 fake. And it's like, I don't want nothing to do with this.
yeah, where
And
it's
then
like
I'll turn on
on your
things.
journey through life, you will
Yeah,
find. Yeah.
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 Or I'll turn on things where, yeah, okay, I can see that there was some AI stuff used, but I can also see that
Yeah.
there was some other skill involved with this, that there was
Right.
some planning, some thought process went into this.
Yeah.
That's a personal
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
gift to the process. So Matt, hey, Magic of Healing, appreciate you. Thank you, Jimena. Thank you, Hello Kitty. Appreciate you being here. Everybody, Shadow Scout Sweet. Thank you, first time visitor, but I know where you're from and I appreciate you. I thank you.
Yes. Absolutely.
Thank you, MCK, Brother Morgan, Desi. Shout out to Desi. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate everybody. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody.
Yes. Absolutely.
If I haven't said your name, drop another comment, and I'll make sure that we say it for sure. We appreciate everybody being here. What do you got loaded up down here, brother?
I got
Sean?
Silly Girl down there for you. Might be a
Silly
good one. Go with that
Girl.
one. There
This
you
is
go.
one of my favorite ones by Shine. About how long do we got? Because I'm gonna go get me another little splash of coffee while we're.
About five. Yep.
Okay, well,
Yep.
guys, this is Guy and Shine, 10 to 1. This is the after show. We appreciate y'all being here.
Appreciate all y'all.
That's for you, sweetie. All right. Where did you come from, silly girl? I know I just met you, but I can't seem to get you out of my head, out of my head. My favorite song was playing, and you were shaking your hips with little invitation. We were locking lips, and know that I'll never forget you, no matter how hard I try. disappear in the end. The end. And as the band was winding down, I couldn't seem to find you in the crowd of faces. Then out of nowhere, you appear without one question. Yeah, we disappeared, and know that I'll never forget you. No matter how hard I try, can't even find the words to tell you how much you blew my mind. Gave me your poison, and I breathed it in. But just like my favorite things, you disappear in the end. The end. The end. It's just the beginning. Well, you know I won't forget you, no matter how hard I try. I can't even find a pen so I could see you again. Give me your poison, and I breathed you in. But just like my favorite things, you disappear. Yeah. The end. The end. The end.
Outstanding, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank all you guys for those nice comments. It means the world.
Hope you're still out there.
Yeah, making me
Oh,
blessed.
Sounds
Well,
Oh, you went right into
well,
it.
sorry, man.
No worries. No worries. Look
Uh,
at that. Look how quick that was resolved.
almost seamless.
Seamless.
Oh man, you know,
From seam
hey,
to seam.
we're
Yeah.
getting there, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jimena. That's Brother Shine's song. Thank you for the kind words, and thank you. Are you streaming this somewhere?
Me?
Well, I mean, I guess she's talking to you.
Yeah. Well, if you're asking me, I do
I
have.
think that's what she's saying.
Yeah,
Hey,
that
there's
was-
Harley Girl. Hey
that
there.
makes
Sorry.
sense.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, I have my own channel. It's at shinedig.com and or what? Not .com, at shinedig on YouTube. That's where my head's at. So I have some of those tracks over there. Well, these ones that you'll see here, you'll see over there, and then once in a while I'll put one in that's not on there. And I'm trying to figure out this distributor thing because we want to put the cast and everything out on that. So yeah, they're over there. I guess is the answer. That was a long way around to saying just go at Shinedig. It is over there as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. As far as like, same for my. I just got it out here. I got some out here on my page. I don't have everything I've done. I just got like 3 or 4 songs that I've done.
Gotcha.
But I do have a few on my page that actually every video that I've shared I've just pulled it. To be honest, I've just pulled it right down off of my page and shared it out.
So you can pull it right from your YouTube.
I download it.
Okay.
Right. Like I go, but you got to do it. You go into YouTube Studio, go into manage your
Download it
videos,
there. Yeah.
go into manage your videos, download it, and then, dude, I come into this thing. I come into StreamYard and I can pull it right down.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Good to know.
Yes, sir. It works out great. But shout out to you, Harley girl. Thank you for coming by. A new friend. I know. I remember you, and I thank you for coming by. Outstanding to see you this morning. Good vibes to you, my friend.
Well, that's very
So,
nice.
hey, I tell you what, we were just talking about that. Sorry, man. Sorry about that. Yeah, Harley girl, we were just talking about the iPhones and about the other stuff. They hear you. They hear you for sure. They hear you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure even if you turn them off, they got the tech to turn them on. You know what I mean? There's but I see I see a Magic of Healing saying that she has on her channel. She's been mentioning us on her channel as
Thank
well,
you.
and we absolutely appreciate that. You know, without you guys, there's no us
if you
type
turn
thing.
off.
You know, so.
I got what you're saying, Harley girl. Not if you turn off mics. I get it. Yeah. Hey.
Okay.
For real,
Pro tip,
for real.
man.
That's
Okay.
pro tip right there because yeah,
Cool.
yeah. I was just speaking with my wife like I don't know a couple of weeks ago. We were talking about just random stuff. We were just in there talking, just having a conversation, and we were talking about it was some kind of something. She asked me something about my birthday, what I wanted for my birthday, right?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
we started talking about something. Anyway, like the next day or like even that evening, I'm scrolling through my phone as you know, just
Yeah.
looking through stuff.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I'd never seen any kind of advertisement about this particular item ever
Right.
in my life.
Yeah. And there it is.
And it was on my stuff. And I'm like, dude, that just proves to me like, man, I know. Because like I just told you, man, this is something like I can clearly tell you anything I've ever. I don't get on here and look up a bunch of stuff. I go to YouTube.
Man. Yeah, that's
and
it.
and then now we got the StreamYard thing on
Yeah,
here.
texting
and
occasionally, the odd phone call.
tech-
That's
so,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like they only got that through
A conversation
hearing.
you two are having.
Yes.
So
yes,
I'm
man.
wondering, it must work something like if that mic is on and you're talking about something, then that registers. Oh, here, push this product to them, or you know what I mean? I
See
wonder
right
how that
here.
works.
She says, unless you have a smart TV. See, so I mean, and most of us these days probably
Yeah.
do. You know, so it's like it's almost like, dude, you're not gonna avoid it. You're not gonna avoid it.
Well,
it's like
one day my son, well, it was a snow day a couple of years ago, right? And before like he could really like, you know, type stuff in for the shows he wanted to watch, I'd hear him out there talking. I'm like, who are you talking to? He's like,
Yeah.
the remote.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean the remote?
Yeah.
And then
That's
it's like everything's coming up on this screen and you see it go listening, right? And then this little weird yellow thing comes up in the corner. I'm like, it even happens on my laptop sometimes. So I'm thinking that might be kind of the same thing, because I notice it's when I'm doing a certain thing, it'll come on, it'll stay on for so long, and then disappear again and come back. It's weird.
it's funny, man. It is funny, but it you know, it was one of them things that back a few years ago I would have never thought that I would have been one of them. Nah, they ain't coming. But now I'm bought in on it. I know for sure. 100,000%.
Yeah.
I know enough about it now to
Yeah.
know for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. They do.
Yeah, they
yes,
do.
they do.
Yeah,
Yes,
they do.
they
Yeah, they do.
do.
they
Yes,
do.
they do. For sure, man. William says, I'm back, fellas. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? Thanks for being here. Hey, LRV Lifestyle. Nice
There you
nice
go.
to have you here.
Nice
I'm
to
so
have you.
thank you
Yeah.
for stopping in. We appreciate it. Good vibes to you, our friend. We appreciate that. This is Guy and Shine. We're on the after show now. We
Yep.
start at 10 and go to 1.
Eastern
Thank you.
Standard Time.
Look.
All right, pulling it down. I've been told I can't riff out that CKRCW anymore, so forget about those guys, because they be feeding ducks.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guy and Shine.
Goodbye.
10 to 1. EST.
Oh man, I gotta quit. We'll be stuck on
Oh yeah. We'll do.
Hey, you
Yeah.
know what though? That's about as fast as I need to do any type because I'll throw my neck out. Something will get hurt. I
Yeah.
like that's about
Maybe
the
that's how I
right.
tweaked my neck, was doing them sweet
That's
flow
what-
moves
that's
back
that-
and forth.
It was that. It was the. It was
Yeah.
it was
I
the
love
backstage. It was the
love that.
backstage practice that
I got a severe neck injury.
Yeah.
It's like
For
when
real,
you
man.
see a pretty woman going too fast.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You see the guy do the head whip. Ooh, whiplash.
Hey, honest to God, guys, this is how silly we are, man. We wasn't even live when we done this. We was backstage going through bull crap on here, like listening to the song, like talking about the titles, like why is it named this, and then why is it and then listen to it. Well, we came across that song. It's called "Feed Them Ducks"
Yeah.
or "Feeding the Ducks,"
Feeding the ducks.
and it was like, why is it called "Feed"? Like, who listens to that and feeds the ducks? Like,
I don't know. I'd say a pretty groovy cat. That would be my answer. You know, just that.
Dude, that's the coolest person in the world,
Absolutely.
in the entire planet.
And
That's
what
the
makes them
best-
cooler is that they're already super cool, but they're taking time to groove and feed them ducks.
Oh, they're feeding the ducks. They are feeding the ducks, man.
my.
And it's just like I just love the titles. But anyway, shout out to everybody.
Yes.
Nine in the house. Thank you everybody for being here. LRV Lifestyle. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate all new friends coming in, old friends, new friends, all friends. We appreciate you. Some
Absolutely.
good vibes. If you don't mind, double tap that screen for your boys.
Yep.
Appreciate it. But thank you guys for being here. Nothing but good vibes. Always.
Good vibes.
It's.
All
I think
good
the.
vibes.
I know our Wi-Fi is probably suffering today. All
I know.
good vibes. All good vibes, man.
I noticed that they can never tell. You can never tell. I find on
Every once in a
streamer,
while, there's a
but
little bit.
yeah, just a touch.
Yeah,
but
and
your
it's from the
sound is
Wi-Fi. It's
Yeah,
that's awesome. Well, I'm plugged in.
Yeah.
I'm plugged in, and I'm using my computer today, not my phone. As y'all
Yep.
know, I'm able to moderate. Bam,
Yes, sir.
bam.
Yes,
Look at
sir.
you. Hey, I got. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. When I walk in, I'm like, man, I am straight guru status. Like, I got big old monitor behind me now, or in front of me right there.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I got a computer right here, and I got a phone. Let's go. Let's
One
go.
more. Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do this thing. You,
You
know
got
what
it-
I mean?
you got it
Like,
from
I got
every
it all,
angle.
dude. I'm telling you.
That's amazing.
And the sunglasses,
yeah.
they're strictly for the cool factor at this point.
At
It
this
has
point,
nothing
they're
to
no
do with my
longer
eyes.
required.
It is only for the cool factor, and I figure that's enough. And if I'm happy with it, I'm going for it. And
Well, on top of that too, we don't want a repeat of like that insane eye pain that, like, you know what I mean, you got from
oh
being
my
on
god,
here.
that was
like,
dude. That
They-
was
they-
real too. That's
I know
that,
it
that
is.
was bad.
They say it's like for spending that amount of time, and like especially like when you're on a small screen, they say it's equivalent to an arc flash. You know what I mean? Where you just go,
Yeah.
you can go spot blind for a few days and all
Yeah.
that terrible stuff. So
I told my wife it was right up at the tops of my eyeballs, like
Yep.
in the top part of my like the pupil. It
Yep.
was not all over my eye, but only on the top.
on
and
the
it
top
was so-
side.
Oh man,
Yep.
my eyes was just like, oh. But she also was like, well, God, think about it.
You've been on
never
there.
ever, and
Yeah.
I've never ever had to
No.
use anything like this. So I, spending hours at a time on here fooling with stuff, trying to figure out how to even use a computer. Hey, but now it's
Yeah.
like, okay, now I know not to do that. Now it's like, okay, I'm gonna protect my eyeballs, and I'm gonna stop. Man, the squinting too. It makes
Oh,
my
yeah.
head hurt.
Yeah.
The squinting like that, I don't squint like that all the time. It's just a habit from
Mhm.
sitting here like this with this stupid computer for days, looking dumb, and
Well,
burning my eyeballs out of my
figuring
head.
it out, like I said, like you said it well. This is tech that's new to both of us. Like we both come
New to
from
both of us,
construction
man.
background, and
Oh,
go from
man,
that
dude,
to
this
this is
crazy, man, crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody in the house. 13 people in the house. Shout out Crystal Flash.
Smash
Hey,
that
we're-
screen for your boy.
hey.
Double tap that screen for your boy.
I just want you to know, Chris, you get shouted out more on this channel
Oh,
than anywhere else.
Definitely.
And if you could find another channel besides your own
It's
that
on.
shouts you out more, let us know, and we'll
Yeah.
change that.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we shout you out all the time. Everybody go support Chris the Flash. He does live streams and he just does fun stuff and hangs out. And just a cool dude. And he's always super supportive of me and Sean.
Yes, sir.
And he's just a brother, and we just appreciate you. So thank you. And Smiley coming over and showing support, and just appreciate everything,
Every
Sean,
single
and,
one,
or every one of them.
Yeah.
And Chris, he's good about sharing and reminding people hit the like button,
Yeah.
and that's where we get
Absolutely.
that from.
Yeah,
Don't forget,
that's his
double
line.
tap the screen for
Yeah.
what. Hit it, Sean. Hit it.
Double tap that screen for your boy.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's right. I told Chris the other day. I said, man, me and Sean just need a small portion of you saying, give us that line and let us just play. I want to be able to just hit the button and have
then
him
clip
pop
come
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and have him come up.
Yeah.
We
That's
shout
perfect.
you out all the time, Chris.
Well,
We shout you out
because
all the time,
it
bro.
could be like that rare video footage that we have that we show on occasion.
But and that was funny how that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me to be walking around in the Appalachian Mountains and you to be walking in whatever mountains in Canada you was in,
Yeah.
and us to even come across each other in the wilderness like that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But then to find that cave and then
And
have
have
to
some
dive
shelter.
down
We
and-
thought we were just going to shelter out there, but this thing
Right.
went deeper.
right,
Deeper.
and it went way back in there, and
Yeah.
then we found, and you had to go dive down in the water, and then you come
Traverse.
up, and
Yeah.
luckily we had our cameras ready and our phones.
No
And-
food, just the will to survive and make
will to
sure we had
survive.
our phones.
And in the and
That
that's
was
all
it.
we had.
That's it.
That was all we had, and
Mm-hmm.
a Slim Jim that we found
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
same time. So
Yeah.
we split it. And anyway, when we popped up out of the water, when we went down into the cave and come back up and we come up, I'm just gonna let the footage speak for itself. Y'all can tell me. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody in the house. We appreciate everybody being here.
Yes.
I'll just let that speak for itself, Sean. I don't know what else there would be that you and I could say about it.
I
at this
can't.
point.
The one thing I will say is that the camera, with the way the sun was coming through on that particular day, I just wish we had got that angelic look from behind. If we just had had that angle a little bit different.
Yeah, because
I
the
mean-
way that we come up out of the water and the way the cave was, and we come down and back up, and when we popped up and we seen him, you seen the footage.
Yeah.
We think we know. We think we've identified.
We're just waiting on a few test results to come in, and we'll have it figured for sure. For
Yes.
sure.
Yes,
'Cause
we didn't
do our
get close.
research.
We did not. We did not approach. We did not approach.
Did
We
not want to
just-
disturb
we
in
don't-
the natural habitat. We were just visitors.
It's got to be endangered.
It's gotta be. It's gotta
So it's
be.
like that. Not only is that against the law, but as a conservator of the forest and the
and
things
all
in the
things
wild,
that inhabit there. Yes. Yeah, we will protect. We will protect. That is it.
absolutely, we're here to hold you up, and
Yeah.
we're gonna defend your ground, and we'll not identify the cave
Oh no.
or the
No.
We'll not identify none of that.
No.
We'll not,
No.
because it was in the wild.
We
and
burnt the maps.
We
Yeah.
burnt the maps.
It's
Burnt
only
the
in
maps.
here.
I
Yeah.
pretty much forgot myself. I was like, I'm not even going to remember this.
Yeah.
But I do remember the story, but I don't remember how to get where I was at. Where it
Well,
happened.
it could have
I
been one of
forgot
them
all
once
that.
in a lifetime opportunities. You know what I mean? It's just something that you've never seen before, ain't
Never.
seen since.
Nope.
Hope to see
Yep.
it again. Hope to see it again.
Yeah.
Hey.
Shout out to everybody in the house. Harley girl, appreciate you being here. We appreciate you. We do. We have fun with it. This is our time to just get on here and cut up and have a good time. It's the after show, and we play a little bit of music, and we're getting for myself. Sean has his sound lined out a little bit better than I do. He's been a little bit more up to par on hooking up to his computer. I still have to buy the thing that plugs into the side of my thing that I can plug the guitar thing in it, and then I can play through this, and it'll come out on the other end through y'all's thing, and it'll sound halfway decent. Because right now, the way I do it, just sitting here playing, it sucks. It just, I'm not, I'm already not, it's not like I'm that great anyway. So it's like, I'm going to give myself a better chance.
Disagree. I'd have to disagree.
I appreciate that. I do. But
like you got through the phone, what's wild is like, you can just set the phone up and you can get a pretty decent, recording through just the phone itself. But the computer, I don't know.
And the thing is,
even with the computer.
Like with the phone, I can record fine and it uploads great. But sitting here live doing it, it doesn't. When I go listen back at our first few, it's like, I mean, it's okay, but it's like, that just sucks. I wouldn't want to hear that.
The thing I noticed when I tried it in that format, it's like, like when you get into her, you get into her. So like, if you move just a bit, it's like your sound can go from being like pretty good to like, oh, you know what I mean? Just because it was a bit of a shimmy. With this setup here, like I can hear it perfectly in my ears. If I want to turn the volume up more, I can turn it up more, and then okay, you got it, perfect. And you hear voice and the guitar at the same time, so it cuts out that where am I at? You know what I mean?
Can't wait to get it. I can't wait to get it. Because that's where I feel like that's going to be a personal upgrade. That's not that difficult, but it's necessary. Like, if you're going to play music for people, go invest in this, because if you want to play music and sound halfway okay, this is what you need. And I'm cool with that. But I'm not a rich man, so it's like, as I can, I upgrade as I can. There's
that's
we
what
all
I do.
do.
Piece by piece, man.
Piece
like
by piece,
you can't, to go out and I mean, to go out and buy everything in one shot, like to do this, I'd go broke anyway. So just pick up one thing, get another thing. And one thing I learned was, because I used to mess around, like I didn't, this is a big problem for years for recording for me, because I didn't really understand microphones that well. And the other thing was, I was like, no, this one sounds almost as good as that one, but it didn't. Right?
Shout out to you, Harley girl. Have a great day. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for coming by.
Good vibes to you. Always good vibes to you, and we appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Did she say she's Canadian?
I was looking. I'm scrolling back. Yes.
Heading back to Canada.
6 weeks left here in the South before heading back to Canada.
Okay. There you go.
I watched a video of them going. They were on a road trip with on a motorcycle.
Nice.
And I knew that they were in the States, where they were traveling through. I knew that, because they said that. They said they were. Yeah, so I identified, let them know, like, hey, I'm a Virginia fella here. You know what I mean? And you kind of drove by me, I think, or you had to come through somehow or another. Yeah. But I think that's but yeah, so nice to have you here, and thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Right.
But Sean's a fellow Canadian.
Yes, sir.
Sean is a fellow Canadian. Yes. Shout out to our Canadian friends.
We used to do runs down. That's why I was wondering, because I said, or I was thinking, I didn't say it, but my father taught me how to build motorcycles, rebuild motorcycles. From basically, if it had a frame and a motor, we'd pick them up, build, bring them back home, and tinker with them. I started out in old Hondas, like late 60s, up to late 70s on the Hondas originally. Then I got into the Harleys, so we used to go down to what was the big one there? There's a big, man, my memory's not as good as it used to be. But every year there'd be a run, and they call them iron rear ends, basically. I won't use the bad word, but yeah, like 1100K runs and stuff like that. I think that'd be like, 900 miles? I think I did the transition right on that. So like you'd go and you'd ride. I want to say Daytona, but there was another one that was bigger than that for this area that we go to, and it takes place early. Sturgis, that's it. That's the one I was like Sturgis.
Yeah.
So like depending on what the weather would be like that year when it kicks off, like we could be heading out and like ice up on this end until we get down on the other side, and we're good. I remember a few years like that. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Big Jack Storytime. Every time I see your name, I'm gonna shout you out, and I'm gonna say, "Look, man, he really helped myself and Sean out, but just by explaining things to me in a way where it's like, okay, it's not that scary. It's like, okay, you can do this." I appreciate that, Big Jack. So thank you. Shout out to you. Always shout out. I encourage everybody, if you haven't been to see Big Jack Storytime and Iron. I get that, man.
Iron sharpening iron.
Yeah. It's like I always start. Yeah. It's like man, I should have glued them teeth in a little better. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, shout out to you, Big Jack. Appreciate you. And absolutely. Big Jack, I was just telling Sean last night that after we got done with going live and we were talking backstage, I would like to just reach out to you with a personal connection and ask you a couple questions about the February 22nd We Be Jamming stuff. And please share anything you have in the chat with everybody. Anything like that. But I have a few questions so that and so does Sean. But we can. I would like to just be able to personally ask so that I can understand and make sure that I'm ready to go for you the best that I can do. And then relay information over to Brother Sean as well. So
if you guys
just
didn't know,
I would like to do that. I'll text you or something.
Yeah, for anybody who didn't know, on the 22nd at Big Jack Storytime, he'll be doing the We Be Jamming. So I almost said myself and Shine, but myself and Guy will be on there and 3 other artists. So it'll be a cool thing to come check out. And I'm excited for it. So check that out. And so details are there, 20 seconds, and you can see it all on his page. He's made a cool promo for it too. So thank you, Big Jack.
Yeah. Outstanding job, Big Jack. Outstanding job with that. It looks amazing, man. Looks
there
amazing.
It is. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
9 p.m. Perfect. Yeah, there it is in the chat. I see you coming up right there. I'm a little bit behind right there. Looking forward to February 22nd. We Be Jamming live, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, I keep hitting it twice. It freezes up on me, and then I'll wind up hitting it twice, and then it'll do it whether I want it to or not. Then. What time is your show? If you're asking, there ain't going. I mean, we're going to be, that it's definitely, we're not going to be on nowhere's near around that time because I'm going to make sure that all prepared and get all the support that we can funneled to you as best as I can. I mean, we're not a very big channel, me and Sean, but we'll try our best to funnel all that we can. Everybody that will come support and come over that we can get to, we're going to leave. We're not going to be on. That's for sure. Oh, what time is our daily show? I'm sorry, Big Jack. My apologies, man.
10 a.m. to 1 Eastern Standard Time here on Creating Change, and also it's what's the word? Streamed at Shine Dig as well. So
yes,
we've been starting to see some crossover happening, which has been cool. So it's every day 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, and when we're not doing the show, we're feeding the ducks. Oh man, I can't wait till the sinus and lung thing goes away because like I can hear it in my own ear. Right? So I can't hit them high notes, baby.
I know I can't never hit them, but it's like goodbye. It just feels good.
It does. It's got a nice groove to it.
It does. Shout out to 10 in the house, man. Shout out to 10. Hit that like button for you boys.
Double tap that screen.
Double tap that screen for you boys. Yeah, hey, double tap it. Even if you're not, give it a double tap. Why not?
There you go. Yeah, why not?
We appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? But
absolutely.
Can we meet up at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow before you go live? and discuss the details. That would be absolutely wonderful. Is that cool with you, Sean?
Oh yeah, that's fine for me.
Big
Perfect.
Jack, I will. Let's see. Yeah, I can email it over to you, and then you can meet us in the backstage area of our live stream coming
Yeah,
for
just like
tomorrow
before.
morning. Yeah, I got you. Yes, that would, if that works for you, then yes, sir. I will. I'll set it up tonight and get everything. Get our studio ready to go as soon as we get done on here. I'll get it all set up, get the link, and then I'll get it over to you ASAP. And then you'll have it for at 9:30. You can be ready to chime in. Obviously, I'll see you pop right
Yeah.
up here. So
Yeah, it won't take long. Just a
yeah.
couple quick audio questions.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I'm going to try my best, Big Jack. I mean, I know what your name is. I call you Big Jack because that's what your channel name is. But Big Jack, I'm going to try my best to have that little thing that plugs into the side of this thing, so that I can plug my thing for my guitar up into that thing and maybe do a better job. I'm going to try. But if I can't, I have a couple questions, and I want to know just how I could bring the best experience, because what I'm working with, my skill level. I'm not high tech, but I'm learning. I'm getting there. So it would make me feel better to hear what you have to say about it, and you just know that I'm going to do my best, and obviously Sean's going to do his best, and it would make us feel better. Just to know that we're doing the best.
We'll dot the I's and cross the T's, so to speak.
If I was showing up at his house and it was up to him to have all this stuff ready, then it'd be like, all right, hey, I'll be there, bro. We'll jam.
Yeah.
But I'm more nervous about making sure that I have it as good for him as far as from my side and our,
with some of the things that we worked through, you know what I mean. We got solutions for it, so we'll just figure out what the best format is, and we'll make it work. So. Yeah, excellent.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you, Big Jack.
Thanks.
Shout out to Big Jack. If you haven't already supported him or been by to see him, please go by and see him, and you can find out everything you want to know about Big Jack, because he's just got a great channel, great person, willing to help, willing to jump in there. And I assure you that you're not numbers, you are people to him.
Yes.
So I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. Yeah. Oh gosh, you're welcome, Big Jack. You're welcome, and we appreciate you. Hey, I can promise you, man. If you hadn't have just been kind of cool with me and just kind of walked me through some of the stuff you was able to do while I was there, and could hear you talk me through what you was actually doing, and the simplicity of like, hey, well, there's things you can do and get started with for free. You can try, and then you can upgrade if you want after that. I was like, you know what, man, dude, I'm gonna try this. I told him I said I'm gonna get me some, and I did, and I'm thankful.
There you go. You got Elevated Einstein with the solution for you right there. He says you could light it up in the beat bunker. Plug right in. So if he's got,
I might actually. To be honest with you, Elevated Einstein, I ain't gonna lie. If I can't get it like proper on my end, I may consider doing that, because I do want to have.
Well, that's gonna be.
I want to give Big Jack, because he deserves it for his work trying to get this thing promoted and get it worked up there. I want to do my best, and the way that I can do my best is to make sure that my sound is as good as I can possibly get it. So we may do that, man. Thank you. I appreciate the offer either which way, but I appreciate that offer, brother. Thank you very much. Howdy everyone. Hey, howdy, brother William. We were just talking about that footage that we called it. That you seen it. It was it's something. It's something. The things you'll find. It's I'm just thankful that it was you and I that caught.
Well, like
that
I said,
particular footage of that. I don't think people would believe us if we had.
No. It would be like another, tall tale of the Appalachian Mountains. You know what I mean?
Talk to you tomorrow, Big Jack, at 9:30. And when I get done with here by this evening, I'll have everything. I'll get the link and everything shared over to you and all that kind of stuff, and make sure that you have it so that it's easy enough for you to, whenever 9:30 rolls, you just pop right in, or whenever.
Perfect. Perfect.
So thank you, appreciate that. We really do, and we're. I hope that you know that most importantly, we're trying to do it because we want to do good for yours. We want to do good for you. You've done good for us, and we appreciate you. And you've worked hard on it, and we see that. So we're trying to
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely,
Thank.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. Check out. Hey, William says check out my Banjo video. Oh, you know, I will.
Mm-hmm.
I will. And please leave him poop emojis. That's what he requested. You're welcome. You know,
He'll know exactly
he'll
where
know
you came
exactly
from.
where it came from.
Yeah.
He'll be able to identify.
And it's
who
by
you
request.
are.
This isn't a mean thing.
This
He
is
was
not a mean
specifically
thing.
asked. It's the
It's
way we show.
specifically on air, so we have it record. We have the footage.
Exactly.
We have the footage, so we can possibly bring it up if need be, because that was another one of them in the wild circumstances.
Yep.
We caught some rare footage,
Yep.
and you know, if need be, to prove that we are right.
If we can, when we link this case together, this will break
Let
the
us get some.
internet.
That's right.
So
That's
stay
right.
tuned.
That's right. That is right, man. But hey, guys, we appreciate everybody being here. I see you got pills loaded up for us in the bottom right here. An outstanding song by Brother Sean. Would you like to give us a little something on this?
Well, this was I wrote this song recently, like probably a month or so ago, but it's about the exactly what the title says. It's pills. For me, it was pharmaceutical pills. Ended up having trouble with that, and this kind of is a cautionary tale with a bit of the experience. You know what I mean? That one goes through with that. So that's the methodology behind it, or the madness behind it, whatever you want to call it. And while this is up, I'm gonna do the card shuffle once more, and then I'll be back. This is about 5 and change, so
Hey,
hopefully
yeah,
I
you
can
do.
time it.
Yeah, take your time, do what you got to do, man. But yeah, we appreciate you, man. We'll
I
see you
appreciate
here.
all you guys. Thank you for
Absolutely,
listening. Thank you for
absolutely.
showing up, support, and enjoy.
Absolutely. Shout out Sean Dig. Shout out nine people in the house. We appreciate everybody here. This is Sean Dig with his song called Pills. Guy and Sean,
It's pretty
appreciate y'all.
self-explanatory. Yeah. All right. These pills have made me sick. These pills made me forget who I was supposed to be. I don't remember seeing this in the itinerary. Living in the darkness only. It can be created when you're lonely. These pills, these pills have made me evil. These pills made me kill all that once was good. These pills made me dependent, and I don't know how to live. Living in the darkness, one only you can build. Forget about the empires is all you've built. Well, I don't blame you for nothing. Not the way I used. To put it all out there. I was the one who ultimately got to choose. Living in a darkness only you could ever create or navigate through. The road to hell is hard and lonely, but honestly, you've always known me by design. These pills are stolen everything, and I thought I had the upper hand. Turns out it's not the way this works. But I can tell you how much it will eventually hurt. How much eventually it will hurt when they don't work no more. How much this hurts. Bills.
Great job. Great job.
If you didn't know, Monday through Friday from 10 till 1 Eastern Standard Time, me and Mr. Guy Bandy at Creating Change GB, and also through my page, we'll be streaming a show that we would love all of you to be part of. Be safe, tell the ones you love them, and keep on shining.
God bless him. God bless him, Brother Shine. Yeah, he knows what time it is, man. Shout out to every one of you. Brother William, the blessing is ours, brother. We appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for all your support and just your kindness and lighting up our comment section and coming on and hanging out with us and just all of it. We appreciate everybody in here. Elevated Einstein, my brother, appreciate you. Big Jack, thank you again, man. Everybody. If I start going back through everybody, I'll be stuck going back through everybody again. But Harley Girl, thank you. Thank you very much, new friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for safe travels. Hope you have a wonderful trip. Desi, my brother Desi, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. Krista Flash, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Let's see. Yeah, man. LRV Lifestyle, new friend. Thank you. Shadow of Scout Sweet, appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. Me and Sean always appreciate that. We had Hello Kitty and we had Jimena in the house earlier, and we had shout out to 9 people in the house. All of you. Appreciate it. If I haven't said your name, just put us a comment down there. It's not because I didn't want to. It's just because there's a lot of them at this point, and I appreciate it. And I thank every one of you. This is Guy and Shine from 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, getting it fired up for the Monday. I hope everybody's doing great. Good vibes to all of my wonderful people out there. I appreciate every one of you being here. Always, always good vibes to each and every one of you. Brother Shine and him, they're getting snowed on pretty good. He's having to play musical cars at this point to be able to, I guess, because of the way it's set up, and the snow all piled up, they gotta play the musical car situation to get out of. Look here, that's funny. My sister and mom said, "Got meatloaf in the oven. Finally, I'm here, Mom." Hi, Mom. Good morning, my mother. Good morning, my mother, and my sister and my dad. I appreciate y'all. Hey, Shadow Scouts, we appreciate you. No, we really do. The pleasure is ours. The blessing is ours. Fishy things, appreciate you, man. And I do love the music, and I just love the vibe on your stuff, man. Like I say, I showed it to my boy, and you'll probably be seeing him in there. I'll remind him to just leave you a quick howdy, let you know that he had been there, man. But yeah, shout out to you, Fishy Things. We'll have to get you on the Guy and Shine after show one day when you have an opportunity and are available. We would love to have you. So, just know that. We would like to have you if you would like to schedule something and come on and talk about your stuff and your channel and, all things fishy, then you let us know and we'll make that happen. But shout out to everybody, man. 11 people in the house. We just done a little song by Shine called Pills. It's one of my favorite songs by him. I like real life. That's the ones that have the, in my personal opinion, it's the ones that have the best vibe, I guess. I don't know how to put it. It's the ones that I can relate with the best, even if maybe I haven't been through a situation exactly the same. I can relate to it. So, I appreciate that. Let's see what we got here from Brother Jeremy. Jeremy's Closet in the house. Appreciate you. If y'all haven't been over to see Jeremy's Closet, please go see him. One of the few people that I personally have contact with through this whole world, and I appreciate you, Brother Jeremy. Let me see what you said. In the YouTube app, bam, you're still talking. I go to town, coming back home, bam, still going 4 hours later. Yeah, man. Hey, I've been force feeding myself some of this stuff, brother. But I'm gonna tell you, man. 14 days ago, I think it was January 28th, is when I started doing this. Like, okay, I'm gonna start live streaming and change it up, because I've been doing videos, and I still love doing them. But it was like, okay, at some point after 150, it was like, okay, well, now I'm going to start sharing some more music and sharing and doing some. I got to find a different outlet. And then I didn't realize how much I really like this. But man, I've just really fell in love with doing this. I just like doing it. It's something that I just enjoy. So it's like, here I am, man. And what better way to find your space than to take some? I don't know any other way to put it. And that's not being unkind. That's just saying I try my best to like say, okay, well, what time's a good time that I'm not on when this one or that or this. And it's like, what? At some point it was like, man, I know a lot of people and there's people on all the time. I'm never going to find a space if I don't just say, okay, this is what I'm happy with. This is how I feel about it, and go for it. And that's just the way I feel like all of us have to do. I push everybody up. That's the way you have to roll with it. So that's just, it's just the way I carry it. And I support those that carry it the same. You got to do what you got to do, man. So this is me. I've basically learned all this right in front of you. So anybody that wants to know how to use StreamYard and what not to do when learning how to use a computer, I encourage you, go back and watch the last 14 days of live streams. And not only will you be a pro by the time you get done, but you'll realize just how much the struggle was real for a minute, man. The struggle was real. But yeah, this is outstanding. Shout out to 11 people in the house. I appreciate every one of you. You know that I do. We're growing together. We're coming along together. And let's see what Fishy Things had to say. Probably next winter, I'll start doing more guest appearances on anyone's show that wants me to. But yeah, pretty soon here, the weather's going to turn. And I'm going to devote all my free time to fishing. Hey, I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you, man. You do that. You do that. Yeah. Oh, I get you, man. Yeah. Shout out to type to what is it, autocorrect. Man, I hate that stuff. I hate it. I'll be trying to type something out and it'll type something else out and I don't realize it did that, and then I'll be way on down into my stuff, and then I'll look back up through it and be like, that's not the word that's not what I was attempting to do. But yeah, man, Jeremy's Closet, man, good to hear from you. I hope everything's going good with your remodeling adventure. I know that is a tough hill to climb, especially if you're trying to, learn, or you're trying to figure it out in some way, trying to get through it. I get it, man. It's no fun. It does get to be a overwhelming task, it seems sometimes, but send an encouragement out to you. I hope that you get it going and get her figured out and able to rock and roll with it. But shout out to 12 people in the house. If you don't mind, hit that like button for your boys. Sean's playing musical cars right now. They're getting hammered up there where he's at. He lives in Canada. And man, from what I understand, they're getting pretty hammered right now. So he's playing musical cars and, doing what he has to do. And shout out to him. Hey, I think I see Shanti back in the house, man. I was just I got lost in my banners, and now I'm getting myself worked back through. Here we are. I see you down there, brother Sean. I'm coming to get you right now. Coming down. But I won't forget about you, brother. I would love to be on your show. That's awesome, man. Well, we would love to have you. Shout out 14 in the house. Appreciate you. Hey, Sean, did you get your?
When we're done, I'm gonna take a video, just show you guys the insane madness that we're dealing with.
Yeah, we're gonna need footage.
Oh,
you're
gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Listen, this is the thing. So you have to. The way it works is called the 2-car shimmy. All right. So you have to get one car out of your driveway, and then that's got a good running path for the second one to get out. And then you got to get them on the road, and you got to have them staggered so the plow can come by for the road, come in the driveway, and then reverse out. But the problem is the banks are so high right now, when you're coming out of the driveway, there's a sidewalk. And for some reason, people, when they're walking or they're still out there jogging, God love you for being healthy and exercising, because, you won't catch me out jogging on a good day, let alone when you got this stuff blowing around. But I'd say probably around 15-foot banks, so there's literally a snow wall. You can't see at the intersections, to turn around, to back up, so you have to creep, and then you see people whipping around the corner, so you have to be extra careful. If anybody is dealing with this kind of weather, even when you're familiar with it, it's just so easy for someone to walk behind your car, and you just, you know what I mean, you can't.
Yeah, man. Well,
so,
man.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, brother Sean. Shout out to you.
We made it. We're making it work. We
got 12 people in the house with us this morning. Your Fort Granny just stopped in. Thank you, Fort Granny. We got L's Endeavors. Thank you. Shadow Scout Swede. We appreciate you so much, Creating Chain. I have to bounce out now. I have to make me some dinner. I understand the Miss Awesome stream, and it's a pleasure to be here. Hey, good vibes to you, our friend.
Yeah. Pleasure having you.
Yes, thank you. We love those types of comments, and we appreciate that type of feedback, because that's what we're trying to put out is good vibes to you. Good vibes, always good vibes.
Yes.
Sean Dig in the house. There's Jeremy's Closet. You Fort Grace, I'm so introverted. I'm still not ready because I don't understand technology. Hey.
It takes a minute. We'll tell you that.
Yes, but the things I see you do with some of your stuff, you got this. Yeah, got this. You definitely got it. You definitely got it, man. Shout out to you, Fort Granny. If you haven't been over to your Fort Granny's page, I encourage you to go support her. she has been with me for a long, long time now, and vice versa. And y'all, she's just uplifting and kind, and you're never going to go there and get a dose of badness. It's always going to be just coolness, and just we appreciate you, appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. Bye, Shadow Scout Swede. Once again, good vibes to you, our friend.
Thank you so much for coming
yes,
by. Oh,
yes, thank you. Hey, there's Barbara's vibes. Well,
hey,
hello.
Barb.
Thank you.
Barb.
Thank you very much for
Love it.
stopping in. Thank you. This is Guy and Shine. This is the after show. We go 10 to 1, Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. I got it. Eastern Standard Time. And we just try to do good vibes. We share music, and Shine and I have learned how to use some of this new technology, Miss Barbara, and he's able to feed like stuff from his side over to my side so that we can share a video of his, and then I'm able to share videos that I do, and then we're eventually going to get worked up where not only can we play music, but possibly play music at the same time together, and also invite others. It's a personal venture on my side. I have some upgrading that I need to do on my side as far as being able to plug in and all this, but we're getting there, and we thank you. Good vibes.
I really appreciate your page too, because if any of y'all haven't been to her page, she does really cool shorts on I think what's super cool about it is it's a wide range of music that you catalog very well, and it helps jog me and say, oh yeah, like, I forgot about that song, or like I haven't heard it in a minute, maybe I should learn it, so I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Shout out to you. You know what, I don't have, it's funny because I see Barbara's vibes. I was just catching up. My phone, I had it scrolled all the way down. I'm like, I know that I just seen this message, but it was on the computer. I was like, I'm not in the right place.
Yeah,
I was way up in the comments, like
it happens.
That's not the right spot, man. But
It
you,
happens.
thank you for being here with us. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's see. I'm a fantastic editor for people who need help with their editing. So, okay. Well, shout out you Fort Granny in editing. If anybody is interested or needs any help with that, yes, she does do a cool job with it, and she knows how to do some, the tricks and stuff of it. I definitely appreciate it. I'm an editor for other channels, but I don't understand technical stuff. That's fine. I get it. Different.
Same but different, you know what I mean? Like, it takes again, on the journey of networking, should that be something that people require, reach out and connect, because those little tips can save you months, you know what I mean? Okay, here's how we do this, or I'll show you, whatever your format is, I'm not sure, but I do know that I struggled with that a lot in the beginning. Like, how do you piece it together, right? Music's one thing, but video and audio at the same time was a feat to get into. And I mean, I'm no pro at it, but I just had to get in, work at it, and figure out what works for you. Some things, you got to
just go for it, man.
Yeah, you got to jump in. Jump in.
Shout out to 11 people in the house. Had 13 there for a minute there.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody. Desi, appreciate you. You Fort Granny. That's my aluminum foil hat fella. He knows. He knows the power of the aluminum foil hat. Yeah. He understands it. He gets it.
And the protection it provides. I mean, you can't understate the protective
He gets it. He knows the hook. He knows. He knows.
It's not just for looks. Oh, no.
He knows.
Oh, no. But it can be.
He knows. It can be. It is very stylish, but it's not just for looks.
And you will only see the demonstrational video here on the Guy and Shine show from 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time.
On
occasion.
On occasion, not always. Not all. It could be took from the It could be took from the whole thing.
Repertoire.
It's just that awesome.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it.
But along the way, you just feed them ducks.
You do the low part, and I'll go high this time. It's time to feed them ducks. Good vibes. Oh wait, I did the low part again.
Yeah. Good vibes.
Good vibes. That's perfect. That's
It
perfect.
is. It is. I love it.
I gotta get that. We gotta get that promo out with
Yeah.
just this on the loop. Oh, feeling down? Come
Down.
on to a place where you can hang out and hang around.
Good
10 to 1.
vibes.
Eastern
Good
Standard
vibe.
Time.
Good vibes.
Well,
You're on the Guy and Shine.
absolutely.
We appreciate you. Every one of you. We appreciate everybody in the house. We got 7 in the house. Appreciate you guys being here, man. We've had a blast. We're coming up on the last half hour. We got a little rendezvous with Brother Tommy
Yes, sir.
for a few minutes after our show, which I'm excited to talk to him about and kind of maybe get our heads wrapped around
Yeah.
some
I
of
just-
the
some
you
of
know.
the stuff he knows that we don't. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
yes, and we will be readily sharing what we learn and things that we find out along the way. We're going to be sharing it so that anybody that wants to do something similar or that is interested in that type of information, we are going to always be transparent with everything that we're trying to do, and we're always going to be transparent with the things that we learn, and we're going to always be transparent as to whether we are going to do it or not do it. We might learn about something and decide, okay, well, just because everybody else is doing this or other people, we may not. We may choose not to, and then again, we may choose to do some things that other people wouldn't choose to do, and that's fine too.
Well, that's the idea. You know what I mean? Like, kind of take it and make it your own with whatever kind of creation you're making. You know. So that's what's been cool about this. I found since using this platform, a lot of things are way quicker. We'll probably maybe do that next week. We could do like a cut of how we were doing it before. And that was like we were pre-recording it and trying to figure out how to do this format and then like put it out. So maybe we'll leave that for a teaser for next week to show you kind of like the other outline we were using because it was pretty cool. So
Yeah, my son was. Sorry about that, guys.
bro.
Yeah, he was asking me about. Said, man, our road's pretty covered, but it's not impassable or nothing. He was asking me if he could go to the mall with his friend, if they could come up, and I'm like, you know what? If his mom and dad are brave enough to come up here, then I'm, hey, it's not that bad. It's been a lot worse. So it's like, okay, we'll see. When they get to the bottom and they look up, and then we'll find out.
Up there?
We'll find out. Hey, we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
What would you need to get up there? Like, do you need 4-wheel drive right now?
Yeah,
for sure. You're not going nowhere. Okay.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah. It's at that point right at the present time. Now,
Gotcha.
it's not like ice kind of slick. It's just covered. It's just covered. You got to have 4-wheel drive because it's like that. You know what I mean? But it's not the coming up part.
It's going down. Yeah.
If you don't know what you're doing, you get
Oh
yourself
man,
in a bind, bro.
that's why I'm very happy. Like, I've always drove a manual. You know what I mean? Just because you have so much more. Me personally, I find you have a lot more control. Like, especially when it's slick like that, getting your start and your stop, using all the fun techniques that you can. Because up here it's just like it's driving on tundra right now. You'll see. I'll have it was so bright too. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's so bright with the sun bouncing off the snow. So you have that effect too, where you almost go snow blind. Like, for a second there, like when you go from outside to inside, it's like, whoa, like you gotta get your bearings before you take that next step, or you land on your teeth. You know.
You do. Yes, you do. Shout out to Lisa J. Stocks, new friend.
Good afternoon.
I know exactly who you are. I appreciate you coming by. Thank you very much for being here. This is Good Vibes with Guy and Shine, 10 to 1, Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. We appreciate you being here. All of us are friends, and we just always try to send out good vibes to everybody. And we try to make it to where it's as easy for you guys to network as you possibly can, and just support each other proper and do good things by each other and network and learn and see what happens. This is how Shine and I actually met and how we got started doing anything together.
Yep.
And became friends not only through YouTube but personally. So I encourage you, network.
Absolutely. I mean, like, it's it's always cool to do, like, you know, it's great to create art or do whatever it is that you do. I know some people do. Well, that's still considered art, you know, whether you cook, whatever you do, like you're dressing it up, you're an artist, and everybody on here is creating something or information exchange, what have you. But I'll tell you, I personally go back to the music theory, which is it's great to play on stage by yourself, maybe for a song, but when you do 10 by yourself, it just is, you know what I mean? So to have the bounce back and have the ability to be able to actually assist from both sides, or me
Yes.
assist you to this side,
Yeah.
man, it just, you know what I mean? But one thing that was really great was that we did both have our pages, so we have that built up, and then now we can streamline back. Yes.
You can have the back end, and that's the key, is not feeling like that you have to do everything as a loner. Yeah, it is YouTube. It is called YouTube, but you can make it you and I too
Yeah,
if you want
exactly.
to. And there is a way of building a something. If you for me, I'm with you. I personally like the bounce back. I like the feedback. I like to be able to have ideas, talk about it, whatever. And it brings up that randomness of the comedy and the different stuff. And I know there's a lot of people just like us. So there is a
Yeah.
way to share in the growth. It's just like this. I mean, you know, with the StreamYard, Sean's able to have it going from his page. I'm able to have it going from my page. You go out and you meet people and you network and you bring people into your community. Well, when that's how, and then I mean, you're getting benefit, they're getting benefit, and then you're both getting benefit at the same time. So
Yeah.
for us, we just see it as a win situation, because I have my page,
Yep.
Sean has his page, and then we have our thing to get. This is a collaborative deal from 10
Yep.
to 1, especially when we're on. This is a collaboration, and we look at it that way, and
Yes,
it's
sir.
going to be that way. And it can't be done it can't be done. So we push that up.
Yep.
Go network with each other if you feel like you've reached a point where you can't grow, or that you feel like hey, start talking with other people and looking what other people do, and just putting feelers out and saying, hey, you know, whatever. I don't know what, just
Yep. But yeah, if it's something you want to do, I guess like the short line of that would be go get it. You know, ask the question. That's what happened with us. It was just like, hey, I like what you're doing, and you know, Nemo 504. I'll shout him out every time because he's like, you got to talk to
Network.
this Create and Change fella. He's like, I think you guys had hit it off, and a few other people made comments, and we were kind of already, I think, talking a bit at that
think
point,
we
but
were,
it was the let's make this happen point, you know, because that's something that I've learned, you know, fortunately later in life than not learning it at all, is that, you know, you got to take a chance on yourself. If there's something you want to do and you got an opportunity to do it, go get it.
Go
Get it.
Absolutely.
You know, worst thing you're gonna hear is a no, and then all right, well, you know, either way, it's fine. Hey, go on to the next one. You know,
You
what I
ain't
mean?
got nothing to lose but your ask.
That, yeah, I love that. I love that, dude. That's
It was
good.
my best friend's neighbor. He was an older guy. His name was Richard.
Yeah.
But my best friend told me one time that his neighbor said that to him. He said, you know, you ain't got nothing to lose but your ask. And that's a good saying.
That's
It's a
gonna
great
stick with me
saying.
forever now.
Yeah,
I like those. I like
Yeah,
those old
it-
sayings, you know, or
it's-
any saying. It doesn't have to be old, but yeah.
But it's so true. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
what's it going to hurt at this point? Like, just ask for, if you need something, just ask. You know, just ask and see what happens. I mean, like, you know,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I know myself. I spent a lot of time having trouble with being able to ask for anything. You know what I mean? And then that turned into an even bigger problem because you're doing it all on your own, and you think you can do. You can't. Eventually, you're gonna need some kind of help, and it's better to learn to ask for it early than to let it stack up. You know.
and from a creative standpoint, it's
Exactly.
definitely so much nicer to have that bounce back with somebody.
Yep.
Because, I mean, obviously, either one of us could get on here and ramble on for a couple hours, and we have.
Yeah.
But it just helps to have that rhetoric and that back and forth banter, and it just kind of creates a flow, a natural flow when you let it be. That is like, man, you can't. For me, it's like a conversation. You're just sharing it with everybody. It's just
Exactly.
like-
Yeah. Yep.
like,
It's
you know,
like the camera, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can talk to the camera for like 8 to 10 minutes. That's what I find for me. It's like that's where I, like, if I'm going to do a video, 10 minutes is usually the tops, you know what I mean? Like tops. Because there's just like, okay, here's what I'm talking about, and now I'm gonna put this to a video, and okay, whatever. But like you said, just being able to go back and forth, and then like you'll say something, and I'll be like, oh, that reminds me of a whatever. And sometimes you'll, put it out. Sometimes we won't. We'll shift to something else. But it's always comes up, and then having, I don't know. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun when you get into it and you team up and you see people coming and they're supporting, and we appreciate every single one of you. So thank y'all.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Thank you. You Fort Granny, I see your request, and man, Sean, we had talked about it before. I'm going to be down for doing requests, but I want to wait until that I have the ability to plug in so that it sounds good when I do it, and so that we can do we're going to do request nights and stuff like that, where we try our best to hit whatever requests that we can comfortably do or that we can pull off, we will. But got a couple little tiny things to work out, and then we'll be ready to start doing that. So shout out to you for even asking me to do anything like that.
Yeah, thank you. It's interesting again, because we just had that conversation last night about setting up doing that.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yep. So yeah, we are definitely. I mean, I'm not refusing you to do it. Like, I would totally do it the best that I could do it right now. But I promise you, it's going to just sound terrible the way that I've got my computer set up, and it's only coming through the computer, and it's just going to sound horrible in y'all's ears. And I know this. So I'm not refusing to do it. I'm just saying right now, I'm going to say, give me another week or two and get myself lined up, and we're going to start doing request night. And Sean has certain songs that he's capable of doing that I don't never do or haven't done, and vice versa. So we could hit a lot of different genres along the way. So it could be really cool. It could be really cool and really fun. So we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it lined out for you though, and then that'll be fun to have that. It'll be something different to bring. ESP for sure. Great minds think alike. You Fort Graham. Great minds think alike. That's how I look at that. What do you got up here next for us, Brother Sean?
Little arts and graphics. Long Road West. So
Long Road West, another one of my personal favorites by Sean in the house. We've got 11 people watching. Shout out to all 11 of you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you don't mind, hit the like button for your boys. Double tap the screen for your boys. And if you're proud of what we're doing, then we would appreciate a share. And just know that when you share our material out, nothing changes. We will always be good vibes, and know that it'll always be. We won't change. That'll be the way we carry it from this day forward. So, we appreciate everybody being here. This is Long Road West by Shine, and this is Guy and Shine.
Thank y'all. exactly was. It is I lost my life on a long road west. Was where they found me dead. Someone whispered I won. Did he regret one of his trips on his long roads west? Of his trips on his long roads west. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I like. I seen that idea. I like that. So, what I started doing when I, started doing, I decided I was gonna go back because at the beginning I was making videos about like life and stuff like that and a bit of advice and and then one day I just said, I might as well shoot some of these videos and try to mess around with the different graphics and stuff, and that was one of the ones that I was pretty happy with the way it came out. So thank you very much. I'm going to have the ability to go back, and that's what I want to do with a lot of them. I'm going to add a band to it or add some light pin, like handpan, for example, is an excellent idea for that one. So
Yeah, it is.
I wrote that down, so thank you for that. and if you can play that thing and you can record it and you want to send it to me, I can drop that in there too. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, is it that time?
Feed
It
them
is.
ducks.
It is time to feed them ducks from 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time.
Guy and shine.
The Guy and Shine Show.
Good vibes.
If we're not here, we're feeding ducks looking
Feeding
classy.
ducks.
Good
Feeding ducks.
vibes only. Yes,
God,
sir.
I almost puke in my mouth every time you say that, but I love it.
But you love
I
it at
just
the same
love
time. It's
it.
like,
I just
it grows on you.
It does.
It
It does. I can't help it. I shout out to 9 people in the house. Every one of
Appreciate
you,
it,
hit that
man.
like button for you boys.
Double tap that screen.
Double tap that screen for you boys. As Chris the Flash would say.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to Chris the Flash. Shout out to everybody. Jeremy's Closet. Such a simple song, 3 strings. I like the simplicity of it. That's cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's where the best ones are found, in my opinion.
Oh,
Simple.
I remember when it first started out, like we were playing heavier music, you know what I mean? Like fast, like all that kind of stuff. And I remember a guy pulling me aside, an older player, and him telling me, he said, well, why don't you just slow it down a bit? And I said, well, we're not doing that. And then he's like, any fool can make something complicated. He's like, it's when you get it simple, you know what I mean, that will make it pop. And he was right, man. Cause like it was just like battling guitars the whole time.
It is.
It's like, no one wants to listen to that for very long.
It
So
gets too much in my head,
yeah.
It's just
And the one
to
up
each his
in that,
own, whatever.
Yeah. But in them formats, I found like playing in that style of music, which I like. I still like that kind of music. But for me to play it, like it was very hard to play with what I would call balanced members, because like your drummer was insane. He had to be to keep up, and then you did the dual. Like it was just so much, so there were crazy solos going on. But it did help level up my playing. I will say that, because once I learned how to go like fast, then I'm like, okay, well, where's the melody in this? Let's pull out all this extra stuff and find that right there, that sweet spot.
Little sweet spot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, it's one of those good songs that's just not too complicated. I'm not into complicated music at all.
Yeah.
Tommy Kenyon says, I see you there, Brother Kenyon, Brother Tommy, Keeping It Real Media. I encourage everybody to go support Brother Tommy. He's helping Guy and Shine on the backside learn some of this stuff that we just don't know how to do, and he does. He knows everything about podcast technology, just the whole software, all the different kinds of all the real fancy words that you can think of that go along with this stuff. And he even knows copy and paste. And hey, shout out to no, I'm just telling you, he
Yeah.
knows all that stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know how to. He knows all of it. So shout out to Tommy Kenyon. We'll be talking to you in a few minutes backstage, and we can't wait to get to talk to you about some of this stuff. Shout out to 10 people in the house. Sean, we're coming up on the end.
We are. We
Guy
are.
and Sean show.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody being here.
Everybody. Yep.
It's just been an outstanding morning. Shout out to each one of you. God bless you guys. Good
Yes.
vibes to all of you. From Guy and Sean, always good vibes, and we appreciate you hitting the like button. If you go subscribe to Sean at Sean Dig. Support his channel as well. If you're supporting my channel, then
Great.
know that if you believe in what I've got going on, or that you support my channel, then please go over, leave Sean a comment, let him know that you're there, and he'll be by and catch up with you, and he'll appreciate it as well. So we just appreciate every one of you being here with us. This is what we've set out to do, and we're going to keep being here for you guys because this is something that we just enjoy doing. So this is creating change. We appreciate you guys. My name's Guy. This is Shine. We appreciate y'all. We have a good time with this, and good vibes only. Good vibes only, guys.
Good vibes all the time.
Good vibes
From
all the
10
time.
to 1 Eastern Standard Time
them
on the
ducks.
Guy and Shine Show. Last
Eat
plug.
them ducks. Yeah.
Eat
Last
them
plug. This little song is closing out song. This is Slow It On Down. I wrote this myself a few years back, about 10 or 12 years ago now. Just a simple little song, but kind of means a lot to me. But
Yes, sir.
guys, till next time, hit the like button, subscribe to our channels, and support one another. Have a wonderful and blessed afternoon. I'm going to hit the comment section one more time. Euphoric Granny, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Lisa J. Stocks, appreciate you, my new friend. I appreciate you. I remember you, and I thank you for coming by, and I thank you for being a part of Good Vibes. And we appreciate it. And go over and see Sean Dig if you have the opportunity, and support his channel. He'll appreciate it and be by to see you. And we thank you, everybody.
Yes, we do. We thank each and every one of you. And, be safe out there. Tell the ones you love them. And we'll see you again very, very soon. Tomorrow, in fact.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good vibes with Guy and Shine, 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, y'all take care of yourselves. Have a great afternoon. See you next time. I've been in a hurry since I don't know when. Gotta bring it on back. Start over again. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins a race. Yeah, slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Well, I got me a woman, yeah, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut and loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pain. The kind where a guy like me wins a race. Slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pain. The kind where a guy like me wins a race. Yeah, slow it down. Slow it on down, guys. Good vibes only to you. Always good vibes. Always good vibes only to all of my beautiful people out there. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.